Hey y'all, it's Mikey. Welcome to the farm. So we are heading back over to Carolina Power Equipment Incorporated in Cayce, South Carolina. Looks like hubby is going to be getting a mini excavator. So we talked to him yesterday, worked out a deal, can't pass it up. So it's going to do a lot more around here that we need to get done. And we are going to probably sell the backhoe end of the tractor to recoup some of our money back, because we will not need that now since we will be getting the excavator. So anyway, it's a win-win situation all the way around. And y'all, I got my orange on today. I'm gonna be going to orange country, Kubota country, and figured I'd support the orange today. So anyway, y'all come along with us. So, hubby, would you like to tell your fan club how much you had to twist my arm?
Oh, pretty good bit. Pretty good bit.
I'm just kidding with y'all. He's been, seriously, we've been looking for several years now, honestly, for a mini excavator to help us dig out some of the pond areas that need to be redug out. You know, like we told y'all, we had that really bad flood come through several years ago, and pretty much washed a lot of stuff into the ponds that the tractor cannot get out, and it really needs to be dug back out, basically for the fish, and just around the edges and cleaned up good. Hubby's been working on his little island area. I call it his moat. But anyway, and there was a couple of places in there that, you know, just could not get with the tractor. Getting it in there, it would get stuck. You can't maneuver the tractor backhoe. It only goes side to side. So the trackhoe is going to give him full round the range to be able to do what he needs to do, and we definitely can utilize it very well around this farm here. So anyway, we you know, like we've told y'all, we have worked really hard to get out of debt, and want to continue staying that way. So, you know, this was not necessarily an easy decision, but this is also a decision that honestly cannot be passed up. We're getting a really good deal on this mini excavator, and this is just an opportunity that we do not want to pass up while we have the chance to. So yeah, hubby gets a nice shiny orange gift for Father's Day. Early Father's Day. I guess you can start using it and enjoying it. So nothing like getting a gift early so you can start enjoying it, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So anyway, we're glad to have y'all with us. Y'all come along on the ride and watch us bring this bad boy home. Well, we got it loaded up on the back of the trailer, and stopped and grabbed some supper on the way home. Got me a nice new hat out of this deal, and yeah, so we're headed home with that bad boy right behind us. It pulls really good. So anyway, I can't wait to give y'all a good go around of it when we get to the house.
All right, we made it back home and got it down the driveway, and it pulls really good. No problems whatsoever. I was actually impressed at how good it pulled for as heavy as it is. But it really done good. Getting on the interstate and everything coming back. I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. I kind of worked out a deal with the salesman to get the missus something that she's gonna really like. Something that she's been wanting for a long time and she can use on the farm. So she's gonna get her a toy. She just don't know what it is yet, and I don't want to say anything because she's liable to see the video. So I'll video her tomorrow if we go pick it up, if everything works out good, and let y'all share in her excitement along with her.
Now I want y'all to look at that. You look like a proud somebody sitting up there. My goodness. King of the Kubota. My goodness. All right, you getting it unloaded?
Yes, ma'am.
Okie doke.
Get it off and play with it a little bit.
Men and their toys. So I'm just going to show y'all kind of, I know y'all have seen the pond in the videos, but more so at a distance. And y'all can see this all was not like this until the flood came through. All this was water, had a little island there. And I'm going to go on around. We still got to finish getting the pier finished, burning it up, and but we wanted to do that to keep the cows from walking on it and falling through, because it's definitely rotting, and didn't want them on that or the goats getting hurt. But y'all can see all this, the pond level came up to this area right in here, so that's how much washed down into the pond when the flood came through, all through here. And can't really get in here with the tractor to get that dug out, especially when it gets a little bit farther out and trying to get in without getting stuck and bogged down and all that. So that's one thing that this traco is going to be utilized for, is to try to get this pond back to its prior glory before the flood. And he is like a kid in a candy store with a big old fat lollipop. And y'all can see, look how far that reaches out there. The tractor could not reach that far out. And this is going to be so much nicer. I don't know, I'm kind of at a teary moment thinking about Poppy and all the hard work he put into building this pond. And it's like we're working to get it back like Poppy had originally had it. And that's going to be so nice. Alright, so this is the other spot that hubby was trying to work on. And y'all can see all this where the water is. He dug that out with the tractor all the way around. And basically, it is an overspill from the pond right up over the dam right there. And that's what we call the catfish pond up there. It has catfish in it. And any overfill from that pond comes down, it will go through that pipe across into the big pond. And then we have a spillway at the back of the pond. If this pond ever gets too high, it overflows to the back side of the pond. So, but this little area right here, again, the tractor could not get that, and hubby wants to be able to utilize the excavator to be able to get all that up in there. And I think it would be good too, where it's starting to grow in here and getting kind of weedy. And through here, y'all can see, look. And be able to use the excavator to get this kind of cleaned out a little bit and help with the water flow a little bit better. So As y'all can see, a traco can make a mess. And hubby says he's trying not to tear the yard up. I'm just gonna tell you, the cows told me to tell you, if you tear their pasture up anymore, they're gonna come and haunt you in your dreams at night.
They probably will, because I am
Yeah.
the grass up a little bit.
Yeah, it is a little bit. It'll grow back though.
Yeah.
It stays pretty moist down here. This grows back pretty quick down here. But the cow said to be extra cautious
With their grass.
with their grass. That's looking better already. I'm so glad we can get this cleaned out. It's just been such a mess for several years. And that flood, man, when it came through, it really messed things up around here bad. We had roads that you couldn't even drive down roads that we normally drove down because they were washed out completely. And bridges, it took bridges out, did a lot of damage for businesses flooding, houses flooding, and actually ended up putting a lot of people in flood zone areas now, all because of what they refer to as 1,000-year flood. And it'll probably be 1,000 more years before we have to experience anything like that again. And you know, in 1,000 years we won't even be here. So it's crazy how things go around and come back around. And each generation has to experience the same things in life. And I always think that's why it's so good to learn from your elders, because they go through the experiences that we end up having to go through as well, and can definitely learn from them on how to better handle yourself or handle a situation that arises. And the Bible says the elderly hold wisdom, and I definitely believe that is true. You grow wiser as you grow older. And I know, just like everybody, when they get on up in age and look back at the crazy stuff they did growing up and when they were younger, that old saying holds true, that if you knew the things you knew now and could go back, the changes you would make in your decisions when you were younger, to be able to have that wisdom when you were younger. But I look at it this way too. We have to start somewhere, and going through and making crazy choices and crazy decisions is what grows your wisdom. And if we allow it, you learn from your mistakes. Look how much cleaner that little area right there is. So much nicer. Poppy would be proud. So what do you think?
I like it. It works really good. It does really good.
I'm glad we did make this decision. Like I said, you know, sometimes when you have to spend a little bit extra money and kind of make those decisions financially, sometimes they can be tough, especially when you're really working hard to stay out of debt and, you know, put money elsewhere in some things that are also needed. But this was definitely a need for the farm. And I was telling our viewers about how hard Poppy worked on building this pond. And the flood came through and just completely messed it up.
Yeah,
and
it did really.
We haven't been able to get in there to get around the edges fixed up because the tractor just will not do that job.
No, you back up, and then only thing you can do is go left and go right and dump it right there. You can't, and it just makes a mess. Where this, you can actually turn all the way around.
Right. And well, the bucket, the arm wouldn't really reach out.
No.
As far in some places that we needed it to. So this has definitely got a longer arm extension on it. And I don't know. I think Poppy would be really proud.
Poppy would be playing with it.
So I think that it's nice to be able to get the pond back.
Yeah.
To its former glory days.
Yeah.
And Poppy looking down and seeing this work that we're putting into it, and
he'd be proud. Getting
it back to the way that he had it. So anyway, tearjerker moment again, y'all. I get so emotional talking about stuff like this, but it just means a lot to us, you know. Enjoy your elders, your grandparents and your parents and your kin while you can, because we're definitely not promised tomorrow. And we would give anything to have our grandparents back. And be sure y'all learn as much as you possibly can from them, because they carry on so much wisdom and skills that you know, if we don't learn from them, it's going to end up being a lost trade, a lost skill. And you know, once that's gone, it's gone, and you can't get that back. And definitely can learn a lot from the way they used to do things. So I hope y'all have a good night. I hope that every one of you is safe, continues to remain safe. And y'all please subscribe, like, and share. And God bless. Y'all come back and see us soon.